If I knew these 5 things before starting in Web3 and business development, my job would be way more easier, faster, and funnier. I learned them the hard way and I want to share them with you so you have a shortcut. This video is perfect for people who are just starting in Web3, but also it's very good for people that are already well-seasoned professionals, just because it gives you a context for understanding how your own process works right now and what can you improve. So, you're watching Blockchain Business Builders, and this is the best channel for Web3 BD and about Web3 sales. We're shipping videos every week, so please make sure to subscribe. And we're starting the video. Let's go. Okay, first thing that is the most important to understand is everything in Web3 is an experiment. Your company is experimenting, you're experimenting, whole industry is experimenting. If you compare Web3 to other industries that are well established, even to IT, like to real estate, to whatever, Web3 is a huge pile of experiments where every startup, and there is a ton of startups, maybe 99% of all projects and companies, they're all startups, they're all funded, they are looking, they're all what they have to do. They need to find a way how to make Web3 useful for humanity, like for industries, how to make, what are the use cases that are going to be available and important in the real world. And this is the most important thing. When you go to sell Web3 to Web2 businesses, the first question that they're going to have, like, why do I need this? And for them, they're going to treat you as an experiment, because even if you persuade them that this is needed, what the product that you have or the service that you have, that this is needed and this is going to help them, for them it's going to be an experiment. And the road towards from getting us from experimenting stage to a stage where everybody knows about Web3, trust Web3, it's a long process. Believe me, it's like 5-10 years. This is the thing that we need to live in, because right now everybody just running and trying to find the product market fit, trying to find their way toward goals. And the projects and companies that did this, you can count them on fingers of one hand. So this is the most important mindset that you can adopt, that everything that you do is try and find a new way. So if your one approach didn't work, then you should try again, because it's your job. It's like, this is your job. This is why people are paying you, for experimenting, for finding a way, why Web3 is going to be needed for overall in humanity, and what you can do about it. And you as a business developer, you have a direct impact on this. The way you approach people, the way you approach projects, the way you want to move business is the most important thing that's going to shape the community. Then it's going to shape the whole industry. And then in the end, it's going to shape the whole overview, how Web3 fits into the world, how Web3 fits into the IT, how Web3 fits into other industries. So think about this. Then the second thing is, I'm starting to do this right now. It's about Web3 illusions. There's a big narrative in media and on YouTube about Web3, how amazing this is. This is a new industry of the future, decentralized future. It cures cancer. It will cancel the dollar and blah, 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 blah. It's about a big pile of you know what. And the most important thing to understand here is why Web3 is really needed in world. Sit down with a pen and paper and think about the use cases where Web3 truly needs, or what Web3 can solve now. And big surprise for you, there is not a lot of things why Web3 is needed overall, and majority of companies and projects in Web3, they are still looking for finding a meaningful way to provide value to projects and to world. So what I have found the best opportunities for Web3 is removing intermediaries from any other processes, from normal traditional businesses, because that's what we're good at doing because of the blockchain, smart contracts, and all of this stuff. Everything else is debatable, and I advise you to do your own research, but this is the most important thing. So when you're selling right now, you know how to position yourself and you know what to expect from the world, you know to expect from other companies and from your clients. The third thing is understand the technology that you are selling. This is the most important thing when you're entering a new company. Everything is very tech-based. So if you do not understand how this works, or what are the difference from the solution that you are selling from your competitors, and sometimes the difference is in details. So you need to be very good in details. And even if somebody tells you, look, you don't need to understand this, like you're in sales, it's true. Like, you don't need to understand how the code works. You don't need to understand how everything works, but you need to understand what is the logic, why your product should exist, why is it there, like what is your difference from the market, like how do you differentiate from everybody else. So the first thing that I didn't do, but I should have done when entering a new company, the first thing that you spend maybe first month, not going only through all the sales materials that you're training on, but also going through all the documentation, code bases, speaking with developers, and understanding the broad overview. For thing number 4, the most successful and the easiest way to book meetings to make sales is for warm introductions and networking. This is so far, because the industry is so small, everybody can know each other. That's the one thing. Second thing, because the industry is so new and changes so fast, I feel that it is accelerated. In normal business, let's take medical sales. It takes years to build relationships, where you go to conferences, you constantly see people, you build these relationships. In Web3, we have so many things going on simultaneously that building a new relationship and making like a very good, strong, like a friendship with someone, it takes maybe 1 month, 2 months if you're like connecting constantly and providing value to each other. Everything is very fast in Web3. So the best thing that you can do is start going into different networks. So the networks on Telegram, they're the best way to grow the business, to grow new communities. Join, be active, provide value, show that you're a thought leader, build your personal brand. These are the things that are going to help you win in the long term, because you do not want to be the person that sends 100 cold DMs and gets like 1 or 2 replies. No, that's the last age. You're watching this channel right now and you understand the value of networking already. If you're just have joined this channel, or seeing it this is the first time, this is the value that I want to deliver to you. The community is the best way that's going to take you forward in your Web3 BD sales. When you're sending 100 DMs to 100 of your friends, and then 80 reply, and then with 50 you book calls, and then you have, I don't know, like 20, 25 sales. This is the result where you're going, because you're not going to sell, you're going to provide value. Change your mindset from cold DMing, outreaching, being this lead gen, cold DM generation agency, to being a friend that provides value for their friends. This is the most important shift in your career that's going to help you book more meetings and going to differentiate you from everybody else. Because in sales, volume matters and people matter. So if you're able to provide the value constantly to all of your network, then that network will value you and will provide value to you. So if you're have not joined the Blockchain Business Builders community, you have a first link down below. It's a community for Web3 BD. We have people from more than 50 projects like Binance, OKX, MoonPay. There's a lot of cool people there, and I'm adding constantly new people again and again, so everybody can network, can chill, can share knowledge, can share practice, make warm introductions, and move the business forward. And the last thing is about understanding that the best in Web3 is still people. The technology is constantly evolving, is changing, but there are people that are doing this. People and Web3 conferences are the best way to grow your connections, and for me, they're the most fun way. That's why I love this industry. I love this industry because there's so many smart, interesting people here that I can have very nice conversations and I can build meaningful connection instantly. Because in Web3, I feel that with some people, I just instantly click, and the quality of people that are joining Web3 right now and are staying in Web3 despite all these bear markets, it's tremendous. There are some, there are all sorts of different people, but those that are working in Web3, they're very fun, they're very active, and they're alive. They have spirit, they have passion, and that's what I'm advising you to do. Be more in the industry, speak with people, with quality people, with people that you like, learn from them, and grow and build your destiny, because this is the way you have a great chance. You have a chance to grow with a new industry that is growing, that have a chance to set a foot in the whole world and change the world and make something good in this world. So if you are going to be in this industry, I advise you to do everything that I told. These are the things that have helped me, and knowing them and just helps me to have more meaningful life and more meaningful sales career, more meaningful sales job, because I like it more. I like it way better. I did all sorts of stuff in Web3. In cold, in warm, in everything. The way this framework that I'm building right now, it works best for me, and I'm looking forward to what's happening in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, because I know that it's only going to go bigger, and I'm helpful to everyone that is watching this channel right now. So thank you guys for moments of your attention. This video was a bit longer than I was expecting, but I wanted to share something that I have internal for me. That's something that has been brewing inside of me for a couple of last months. And I hope that you have a fantastic week. And today is Friday, that you have a fantastic Friday. You close this week perfectly, and have a very nice weekend. So wishing you a good day, and bye-bye.